Hello everybody, this is Crystal Guardian here to do another tarot reading for the collective. I'm going to be using the What's the Tea deck today. So we're going to call on guides, guardians, spirit, ancestors. Please give us your divine guidance and wisdom in this reading today. Any negative energies being sent our way, please return them back to the sender. We ask this in the name of the Most High. Thank you. Okay, so we have always partying coming out. We have caught a case, sexual infection, sexual disease, rash, etc. We have an offer coming out. We have too busy winning. We have creeping. We have child services, kids at risk of being taken or is about to, reporting something, neglect, abuse. Some of the wording on these cards are kind of weird. We have inside scoop, a closer look, nosy, up in your business. Let's get one or two more. And we have played out. So I feel like we're dealing with somebody here who is always partying. They caught a case because of their partying ways. Now, this says STD. This can also be like a spiritually infection caused by like this person going out partying. Like an STD doesn't always have to be like a physical STD. This could be a spiritual STD as well. Entity attachments. Because when you're out here laying up with everybody that you come across, you're attaching yourself to all of their demons. All of the people they're with's demons. So it just ends up like you end up taking on all these other people's energies, their entity attachments, when you're just laying up with everybody. We have an offer. So I feel like whoever this is that's always partying and caught a case, they want to come in now with an offer. I feel like they're creeping, they're watching you, they're spying on you. They're trying to get the inside scoop, being nosy up in your business, on whatever you're doing. This person could possibly, if they have kids, need CPS called on them if they're always partying and bringing all these other people into the house and stuff like that. If they're doing drugs or drinking when they should be with their kids. But I'm also getting that this person, even though they're out here wilding out, doing all this shit, they might try to call CPS on you because they're trying to dig up dirt on you. They want to put you in a weak position because you're right out here now, too busy winning. You feel like whatever this is, this situation has played out. You're not interested anymore. You don't want to be involved. I feel like this person has a lot of drama and they're constantly trying to bring this drama to your doorstep. So I feel like if you have kids with this person or you just have kids, this person could be like trying to contact child services just to basically throw drama your way. Because they're trying to be nosy, they're trying to be up in your business. They're mad that you moved on and now you're in a better position. You're too busy winning. This shit is played out with them anymore. You're done with the drama, you're done with the bullshit. So now this person is creeping, spying, trying to get info on you, trying to dig up dirt on you, possibly calling CPS on you, filing false reports against you. Because they want to put you in a weak position so that you be more likely to accept their offer. This person could even be threatening if you share kids with them. They could even be threatening you, like if you don't take me back, if you don't let me move back into the house, I'm going to call CPS on you, or I'm going to take you for custody of the kids. And if that's the case and you know this person is always partying and has a drug or alcohol habit, they're trying to threaten you basically that they're going to take your kids from you, so that if you feel like you're being threatened, if you feel like this could be a possibility, you don't want to lose your kids, that you'll take them back, that you'll accept this offer. Because there are a lot of people out here who do this shit. They threaten to take your kids from you. Oh, you won't see your kids again. Oh, I'm going to take them and get custody of them. I'm going to do this and that. Just because they want to keep you under their control. They know they're a shitty parent. This is probably somebody who's never parented by themselves. You are always the one there having to do everything. But yet, they're going to come in and threaten to take your kids away from you. Because they want to keep control over you. So we have the Empress coming out in the reverse. So I feel like whether this is a man or a woman, this is a distorted feminine energy. This is somebody who is very irresponsible. They're cold and callous. The Empress in the upright is somebody who's kind, nurturing, abundant. I feel like this person is in lack, probably because of their partying ways. This is somebody who could be cruel. With the Seven of Pentacles here, like I feel like you put work into this relationship here. You invested in this relationship, especially if you did have children with this person. And if you look at the card, the dog is taking a shit all over it. So I feel like you invested, you put your time in, you poured a lot into whoever this Empress in the reverse is. And basically, they were never happy with anything you provided for them. They took everything you did for granted. They took your relationship for granted. They basically just shit all over you. They were more worried about partying and good times than what they had right in front of them, because they were in this Five of Swords energy, like willing to do anything to win at all costs, willing to backstab you, trying to get away with something. And I feel like what they were trying to get away with the Ace of Wands here is going out, screwing around behind your back with other people, putting you in third-party situations. And this is how they caught this case, because they were looking for passionate new beginnings elsewhere, because they're sneaky and they don't give a shit how they treat other people as long as they're getting what they want out of the situation. They don't care if they betray you, if they stab you in the back. Basically, like I said, shit all over everything you have to offer, because they're in this distorted Empress in the reverse energy. So why do we have caught a case out here? Okay. So we have the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords coming out, and they both came out crossing. So this person could have even given you an STD. Like if they were out there screwing around behind your back and you didn't know it, they could have even given you something. And this is the type of person that if they had something, they would give it to you. And then when you confronted them about it, they would try to basically say that you had it first and you gave it to them and put all the blame on you. This person had you in this Eight of Swords energy. This is somebody who is with the Empress in the reverse. This is somebody who's very controlling. I feel like they had you in this victim mentality, trapped in your head, unable to move forward. Have you in this stalemate energy where you feel like you can't. I feel like they had you trapped in your head where you felt like you couldn't make a decision. You were indecisive. They had you second guessing yourself with a lot of things. And with the Six of Swords, like I said, this could have been the final straw. If you found out this person had an STD, that could have been the decision that could have led you to the decision to make you get away from this person. But the other thing with the Six of Swords, there's two dogs together in this boat. They could have left you for somebody else. Like, they could have sailed on with another person and left you in this stalemate where you were trapped in your head in this Eight of Swords energy, like devastated and unable to move forward. But I feel like now they want to make you some kind of offer. So things either didn't pan out with who they ran off with to have that Ace of Wands, fresh new beginning, or they're just coming back in because they want to control you. Okay, so this is why they want to come back in with this offer. Because now, after getting out of the situation, you're too busy winning. They see that you're now in this star energy. Things are happening for you. You're winning. You got the Six of Wands here. You're now getting public recognition. You're now in this energy of victory and success, and they see that. And this was after they could have left you out in the cold with this Five of Pentacles. You were able to rebuild yourself back up. Now people are looking at you as this star. People are seeing, they're recognizing you for your accomplishments. And I feel like if this person left you out in this Five of Pentacles energy, and you were able to pick yourself up and still move on and have success in your life, this person's now angry about it. And I'm also getting that now they're in the situation they left you in. They try to leave you in a Five of Pentacles where you were the injured party. You were the one who was left out with nothing. Now they're feeling like they're in this energy, this Five of Pentacles, especially if whoever they moved on to gave them some kind of STD. That was their judgment being called against them. Now I feel like they're going through the same situation that they put you through while you're out here. And like I said, this doesn't have to be anything major. This could just be them seeing you like on social media happy. You could be looking better, feeling better, socializing with people, just out having fun. You might have moved on to a new relationship with somebody else. This is going to piss them off as well with this Five of Pentacles being here. So I really do feel like they want to come back in because they see you now leveling up, and they want to put you back in this Five of Pentacles. They want to have control back over your life, and that's why they're coming in with this offer. And they're mad, they're angry that you're too busy winning, that you don't want them back because the situation is played out. So they're pissed off that they don't have the control over you anymore. And their judgment, their karma is basically to see that they couldn't destroy you. But this offer is coming back because now they're down in the dumps and they want to come back in to have this sense of control over you again and basically put you back down here where you were when they left you. So why is too busy winning out here? Let's see. Because you're moving on and you're going to a Ten of Pentacles elsewhere. This is why you're too busy winning. We have the Knight of Swords here. So I feel like you are moving on. You are picking up the pieces of your life. You now have this exuberant energy where you are ready to go out and basically grab life by the horns. I don't know if that's an expression. I know it's like the bull by the horns, but basically you're ready to go out there and take life on. You're now gaining optimism, seeing what else life has to offer, finding your sense of freedom. You could, like I said, have moved on to another relationship. You could be blending families with this person. If you already have children by whoever this Empress in the reverse is. You could be blending families with a new partner. This new partner is going to be, this is going to be a 10 of Pentacles relationship where you have something stable that you can build with another person. You could build a generational legacy with this person. This is going to be somebody who is stable that you can build with. This person would always had you off kilter, imbalanced, basically building your life on quicksand. And the new person that comes in, it is not going to be in that same energy. Whoever you're moving towards, you could already be in this relationship. If not, you're moving towards this relationship. I feel like it's going to come in the near future with the Knight of Swords being here, because this is a fast moving energy. But at this point, I feel like I said, you're just gaining your optimism. This person had you down in the dumps when you were with them, and when they walked away from you, or you were forced to walk away from them. Now you're no longer in that energy. You're starting to move out of it. If you're not out of it yet, you will be soon. And whatever you're going towards is going to be a success. And this past person is here creeping and watching. They don't like the fact that you're moving on with your life. So let's see what creeping is out here. I hate when my cards fall. So we have the Magician out here. So I feel like this person sees you moving on. You've now gained a sense of freedom. You're making choices to benefit yourself. When you were with this person, I feel like you did a lot to inconvenience yourself for this person's benefit, which left you in this Nine of Wands, wounded warrior energy. This person injured you, broke your heart, left you really wounded. And now I feel like you're going forward, you're gaining freedom, you're making choices that benefit you, you're pouring into yourself. And with the Magician here, I feel like you're manifesting good things for yourself, because like I said, we did see the victory and success with the Six of Wands and the Star. So now you're in the Star energy. You're starting to manifest things in your life that are for your benefit, for your best good. This person is sitting back, watching, angry, jealous, creeping. So let's see why child services is here. Okay. So with the Six of Pentacles coming out, I feel like you, like I said, I feel like you invested a lot in this situation. You poured a lot into this person. And while you were out here giving to this person, they were sharing your energy, the benefits that they received from being with you with third parties. You, when you found this out, had to put your guard up against this person with the Seven of Wands. You had to establish boundaries with this person. You couldn't let them continue to walk all over you. I feel like this person never gave you equal give and take. It was just constantly you giving and giving and giving, and this person taking and taking and taking and never giving anything back. And finally, you reached a point where you had to put your guard up against this person. You had to stop allowing them to walk all over you, to feed off of your energy while they were out here pouring into everyone else and giving you scraps or nothing at all. And the reason this person is going to call child services or making threats against you and your children is because they don't want to see you move on, with the Three of Wands being here in the reverse. They don't want to see any good come your way. They don't want to see your ships come in. They can feel in the energy that you are moving towards this Ten of Pentacles elsewhere. And they want to put a stop to that. They don't want you to have anything good in your life, especially with another person. They don't want to see their kids have a step parent that's basically better than they are as their actual parent. So I feel like they're going to come in trying to, like I said, threaten you as far as taking your children away, filing false reports that you're abusive or you're neglectful, because they're trying to keep you stuck. They're trying to keep you under their thumb. They don't want you to move on. It's okay for them to move on. It's okay for them to do as they please. But they don't want to see you move on. They don't want to see you be happy. They don't want to see themselves lose control over you in this situation. Especially if you have children with this person thinks that they should have access to you for the rest of your life, basically. That you're like a possession to them, and that they should be able to control your life forever, and they will use your kids to do it. So let's see, inside scoop here. Closer look, nosy in your business. They could even be trying to get information about you from your kids if you have kids together. They could be asking, like, who's coming around, what is mommy doing, what is daddy doing, and getting information on you from your kids. So, yeah, we have the Queen of Cups here. So I feel like this is your energy here with the Queen of Cups. You're somebody who's nurturing, giving. If you do have children, you're a good parent to your kids. You're kind, you're compassionate. Whoever this person was, they're in this Knight of Wands energy. This is somebody who is reckless, impulsive, immature, is basically led around by what's in their pants. And because of this, you finally gave up. They're trying to come back in now and offer you this Ace of Cups. They want to reconcile. They want a new beginning. I have a feeling the grass wasn't greener wherever they went. And that can be what this Three of Wands in the reverse is too. They thought they were going to move on and their ships were going to come in elsewhere, that they were going to have a happily ever after elsewhere. And instead, all they got was an STD from whoever they went off with. So now they want to come in and offer you this Ace of Cups. It's in the reverse. So this is telling me there's not going to be any new romantic beginnings here. Even if they try to come back in offering you this cup, I feel like they've done too much. It's played out now. You're not going back to this situation. You've realized you could do better elsewhere. You're tired of this fuckboy, fuckgirl energy. You're tired of them treating you like you don't matter, shitting all over you, shitting all over the love you poured into this person because they were out here trying to chase passionate new beginnings. Didn't give a shit that they stabbed you in the back. Whatever it is, it's played out now. You don't want this cup from them anymore. Basically tell them to take their cup and shove it up their ass. So I feel like you realize you could do better than this person. You're worth more than the way this person treated you. And we have Death and the Tower coming out in the reverse, underplayed out. So basically, I feel like you have put this situation to death. You are no longer interested in dealing with this person and their bullshit, their player ways, especially if they're threatening you as far as your children are concerned or filing false reports against you. I feel like if they did that, or if they caught a case or gave you an STD, you've had enough. Whatever the situation was that this person did, I mean, this is a lot here with the STD and the child services. Whatever this piece of crap did, it was enough for you to finally call it quits and say, I'm done. I don't want to deal with this shit anymore, and move on with your life. Like, they just did too much at this point with the played out being here. They do not want this to end. They don't want this transformation. Like I said, this person feels like you're their possession and they should have access to you for the rest of your life. So they don't want this death. They don't want you to transform. They don't want to see you come out ahead. They don't want to see you move on to this Ten of Pentacles elsewhere. And I feel like right now their life is going through a lot of tower moments. They're trying to avoid these towers. That's why it's in the reverse. I feel like shit is falling down around their ears now because that's the karma. That's their judgment for being a piece of crap to you. Whatever they've done, like I said, it's played out. They want to come back now because they're going through these towers. That's why they're trying to basically stop you from moving on. Because they think if they could get back with you, they don't have to face the repercussions of their actions. But at this point, I feel like you're done with it. You're over it. You're not dealing with it anymore. And so that's the reading. If you liked it and it resonated with you, drop a like, comment, or subscribe. And we'll catch you in the next reading. Have a great day. Bye.